Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another vlog. Right now I have got my luggage and I'm heading to the airport here, Narita International Airport, where I'm going to catch my flight back to Australia for the next 10 days, and I'm going to take you all along with me for the ride. Okay, so I just finished putting some fresh fuel in the car, as well as checking all my air pressure and stuff and all the tires to make sure they're all good, and everything's all checked out A-OK. Right now I'm heading to Otaku garage, and I'm just going to see what they're doing today and see if they have anything that they need me to do today. I do know that the moment I get there I am planning to service this beast though, because you know, it's sat in my parents' garage for so long and the oil does have an expiry date. Oil does go off after it's been like used and the carbon's gotten in there, and then if it sits there for too long, it's not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fresh service on this guy and just check over everything, make sure she's all good and ready, because Thursday morning I have a morning drift session booked, which is going to be the Otaku garage Christmas party. I've gotten driving passes for everyone at the track, and we're going to have the whole morning of just drifting and going crazy and having fun. And then hopefully if my car doesn't break, I'll be then drifting again Friday at night time. So hopefully Thursday all from like, I think it's like from 8 a.m. to noon drifting, and then after that go home, rest, recover, make sure the cars, or fix the cars, and then go back again for Friday night the next day. So it's going to be awesome, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be trying to be doing as many vlogs as I can, hopefully daily. I know tomorrow I got this crazy thing on where I'm going to be hanging out with my friend Ben, who runs MPSP, I think it's pronounced, the like abbreviation. Essentially what it is he runs and builds these crazy insane simulators. So like all the guys here who need to practice on their simulators for like racing V8s and drifting and stuff like that, you can actually go to his facility and you can practice and drive on those simulators, and he's got all the latest technology there for those sims and stuff like that. So I'm going to be going there tomorrow and doing some drift practice and getting the hang of the simulators and chatting with him. So that'll be a separate video, but yeah, it's going to be awesome guys, and I'm really hoping I can do daily vlogs while I'm here in Australia, which means 10 new vlogs if everything goes smoothly. But otherwise guys, let's hurry up and get to OG and see what they got for me. Here we are, Otaku garage. No! There's enough black lines on the floor already. I'm not doing any more shed skids. Hey boys, how's it been? Dude, those logos on the new shirt look trippy. Oh, they actually got the white around the edge as well.
Same with the back, I think. G'day,
G'day. Sweet.
In the dryer.
Liking. You guys remember these wheels from an episode? This is the car that they've been put on. Oh, it overheated. Probably just thermostat.
Right? Yeah, I put thermostat,
Yeah,
water
well,
pump.
should be fine.
Launch. Maybe. You see the crap that came out of the hoses. Plus, I don't know if the slave cylinder's gonna work.
Let's get this nice bag of Tomei stuff out. There we go. .260 Stager with an RB26 twin turbo. Let's go in the office.
Yeah.
Tomei stuff can be right now.
Yeah. Alright, we can have a look at that and see what's wrong. Yeah. Alright, well, you are booked in for tomorrow, man. I'll see you about 11 o'clock.
We have Initial D playing on the TV in here all the time.
Alright, man.
Can you pull the stuff out?
Dude.
Yeah, right? Dope.
Old school.
Old school. See, look, a large fits me like medium.
There you go. Legit as hell.
Ooh, is it fry shaker?
So enjoy, boys. Don't say I don't ever buy you nice things.
Alright, so I'm going to change off the Lenzo D1Rs and I'm going to try and put on these Works Rivers. These are genuine wheels, and I did a nice little swap on one of these with one of my friends, Ben, the guy who I'm going to be hanging out tomorrow. And I'm just going to see what the car looks like. I'm probably going to run these for like a couple days or so just to see if I like them. But yeah, I'm going to swap them over now and see how they go. They've also got some semi-slicks on them right now, so it's going to be a nice grippy car to drive around until I swap them back over. So yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, so I finished putting the wheels on and I want you to tell me what you think of them. Tell me in the comment section if you like them, if you hate them, and if you think it suits the car. Personally, I'm not sold on them yet. I do need to give them a wash though because they are still dirty. So we'll see how it goes. I'll use them for the next few days and then I'll make a decision whether or not to sell them. If I do sell these though, I will be taking the money back with me to Japan and I'm gonna probably go pick up a drift missile at Ibisu Circuit. So I'm sure you guys are down for that, but putting that aside, do you think they suit the R34 or not? Let me know in the comment section.
All right, so one of our staff member here, Caleb, his brother's looking at buying a new car. He currently owns an R34 GTR, which is right now in the car park, but he's also got the owner of this new car that he wants to buy, this RX7, to bring it in for a check to see if it, if there's any problems or anything like that before he hands over the money. So let's go show you it. It is crazy awesome. It's got like nothing but genuine parts all over it. The asking price is really high as well, so this is like a really decent buy. So it'll be interesting to see how it is. Go take a look at that Caleb's brother's VSPEC R34. Bayside blue. This thing's in some pretty good condition too. Ah, such a beautiful car. Carbon fiber bonnet as well. Oh, he's got it locked. This is where all the money is. Looks good. It's even got the Nismo GTR cluster. Beautiful. Let's get a shot of this front. The lights need a bit of a polish. Otherwise, it's beautiful. Looks great. What turbos are on here? Just the N1s?
Garrett's 2860s.
Oh, sweet. So you got the twin 2860s.
Yeah.
Nice. Factory ECU or aftermarket?
Apex.
Apexi? Dang. Woo. This one's just had a whole heap of work done to it. The valves, they need to be all redone, so I just had a whole heap of head work. So we're just putting the turbo and everything back on this now. So this one should be all finished and done today. This is like our like second unit now. We're going to be like setting up a couple of hoists and stuff in here, and this is where like our guys are going to be doing a lot of like the fabricating side. So we only just started renting this and we haven't had a chance to set it up yet. So we're still getting there. So we're just kind of storing cars in here and working on them if they don't need to go on the hoist right now. This is my 200SX or 180SX. It's 180SX pretty much, but it's one of those ones that has the 200SX badges on it. That looks pretty sick. Let me show you this 33. We've been doing a stack load of work to this. So this is one of our customers, right? And he wanted to build his wife a really nice car. So this is what we've been building. So it's got one of our intake manifolds on it, and it's been powder coated in cherry red to match his tops and everything like that, his cam tops. And then obviously we did his intercooler piping as well, which we've got powder coated that cherry red as well. That's what she looks like, and we can't wait to see this all finished and done. Done a manual conversion on it as well. Used to be automatic. So that's freaking awesome. I'll go in here and show you the interior. It's a bit rough, but it's not too bad. It's got one of these D&D coilover shifters on there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of work's gone into this, and there's still a lot more that needs to be done. So it'll be great to see when this is all finished. And then obviously, like, my 200SX is still where it's at. The engine is at the builders. They're trying to fix the head, which, long story short, he may need to line bore the cams, where the cams sit again, where the camshafts sit, because it's not freely turning because we lost the original cam caps. The apprentice threw them in the bin. Anyways, long story short, beautiful Garrett GTX here. This bad boy belongs to this drift car build, which is a customer's car in the making. And let me show you this. It's an RB converted S13 with one of our intake manifolds on here again. Let's show you. So yeah, one of our intake manifolds in all black, 1000cc injectors and everything. We're going to be vinyl wrapping this with entirely Hitachi style. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, so I just finished giving the 34 a nice little clean. I do need to go over it still with shampoo or whatever you want to call that thing. The wheels did come up a little bit better, but honestly, I'm still not happy with them. So I am probably going to sell these puppies. Just got the boys down the road to put some fresh rubber on the Lenzo D1Rs for the rear of the 34. So these are just two 235s by 18. They're fairly good. They're a cheap tyre. They only cost me about 90 bucks each, my price. So they do really well for just you know, tyres to burn through and not really care about. So yeah, once again, these are going on the rears. I always put something a little bit more expensive on the front, normally like semi-slicks and stuff like that. Hopefully these will last the 10 days I'm here though. Obviously I do have like different sets of skidders and stuff all ready for drift events all up here. So we'll be going through those, and I have other sets of rims as well. Oh, remember those Enkis that I showed you in a previous vlog? Let's go show you guys what these look like real quick. Hey Mikey. Here they are here. So the boys haven't finished stripping all the paint off, but once that's done they'll be sweet. But yeah, these are looking really nice, and they have some more rubber on them to burn as well. So these will be good for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, Thursday. What you working on, Caleb?
Just giving this car a hug.
Giving it a nice hug. Timing belt on this Triton. Michael's mucking around with hard lines on a R34 RV25 Neo. How are hard lines? How do you feel about hard lines on turbos? Just a little bit of advice for just anyone who has a turbo car. If anything involves removing the head and having to reattach the turbo and everything, please, for the mechanic's sake, please upgrade to braided lines, because hard lines are an absolute bitch. They never go back right. You have to like twist them and maneuver them, spend like an hour just to get it bang. So it's actually going to end up saving you money, because let's say an average hourly rate here in Australia is $110 an hour. So if he spends an hour just to hook up lines when he could have just threaded them in 10 minutes and piped it all up with braided lines, like, you're going to save yourself money, and the braided lines maybe cost you 70 bucks. So in the end, it'll probably end up saving you money, or you'll end up spending the same amount of money as you would have with braided lines. So please get braided lines if ever you're doing a job on anything turbo related and the turbo has to come off, because hard lines suck, don't they, Michael?
Yep.
Hard lines suck, right? You're deep in the womb of an RV25 right now, and it's not even a nice one, it's an automatic one. Ugh. Yeah, let me show you. Things that shouldn't have been made by Nissan, automatic R34s. I don't know why. Seriously, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this last time we were here. This is a 260 GTR, pretty much, Stagia. We're putting one of our Otaku garage intake manifolds on for the 26. And yeah, we just had everything powder coated pearl white. Looks freaking mint. It's awesome. This 32 GTR's in right now. The guy spent a lot of money getting his whole engine like rebuilt with forged internals and everything. Rocker covers don't look too great, unfortunately, because they're just old and he never got them repainted. But unfortunately, the turbos blew up on it. We think it was due to a bad tune. There's a lot of other bad things that need fixing up on it. So he's spending a lot of time and money with us for us to go over the entire car and pretty much rebuild and fix up all the mistakes of the previous person that did all the work to it. So we're getting brand new 2860 Garrett turbos that'll be going on those. His old ones are just completely rooted. I'll quickly show you those. There's my baby girl again. Oh, and while we're venturing over to the turbos, I'll show you something after that. So here are the old turbos here. Let's take these housings off. You can already see there's damage done to this one, and this one's munted as well. You can see the damage done to the fins here. But these completely blew out, oil seals, so they were just pouring oil throughout everything. So at some point, what's probably going to happen is I'm going to end up rebuilding those turbos, sending them off to get rebuilt, and then they're going to be going on this beautiful thing over here. Now right now you're seeing a 26 intake, so you're probably thinking this is an RV26, but this is an RV20. And the magic that makes an RV26 intake bolt up to this, and as I was just saying, I'm going to rebuild those twin turbos and they're going to be going on this RV20, so it's going to be freaking awesome. And then once I'm finished with this motor, I'm going to build an RV24, which is an RV20 which you stroke out, do a heap load of crazy stuff. You use a RV26 GTR crank with the con rods from a 26, and then you use 4AGE from the little Toyota block. You need 6 pistons, and then you rebore out and everything to suit that setup, and you get 2.4 the displacency and everything, and it's just, yeah, freaking awesome little motor. Anyway, so using a 26 head on this. How we got the 26 head on are these special adapter plates that are designed, which we are now selling. They're now available to buy, so if you do want one of these adapter plates for an RV20 or RV25, we have these up for grabs. You'll see our prototype ones here that we've been all testing with and stuff. Amazing, perfect CNC billet aluminium. So they're just always cut to perfection every time. These ones are obviously prototypes, so there's a few like nicks and knacks where we had to make changes in the original design and like just to make it fit, and then from there we then updated that in the CAD software and then had it re-CNC'd and machined out to suit. And yeah, like things just progress more and more and more as we go along. This one here is a particular one for an RB25, which is really nice. Like we had the porting done so well here for the water, so it's on an angle and then meets up with this one for the 25. So yeah, we just spent a lot of time developing these, well I did. And yeah, more RB26 intake stock factory ones that we'll sell on or we'll use. But yeah, there's heaps of stuff going on here. As well as I'm sure you guys know full well that a lot of people run like Greddy or fake Greddy, Freddy as they say, intake manifolds on their RB25s. Previously, if you wanted to run that on an R34 RB25, so the Neo RB25, you had to get R33 idle air control sensors. We made a special adapter and have that CNC billet made so that you just put this adapter on, you can run your R34 idle air control sensor. So that's freaking awesome as well. And yeah, these are up for grabs as well on our online store. If you need one, just pop a link, message in the comment and I'll link you to one. But yeah, otherwise, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be developing and doing with the RB20. RB20 is probably one of the biggest, like, people just always take them for granted. They don't understand like how actually amazing RB20s are, because they're only got a displacency of 2 liters. Means that there's like pretty much no harmonics coming into like the oil pump and everything like that. So there's no like crazy chatter or issues happening there, which means that you can go in high RPM and sit in a high RPM all day without an issue or a failure to an oil pump and stuff like that. Sure, the oil pump still might fail in the long run, but RB20s have been proven to last longer and essentially they enjoy sitting at high RPM a lot more than the 25s and the 26s. And this is just because of the displacency, it's a lot lower, and there's like pretty much barely any harmonics issues with the crank. So they're really just taken for granted and overlooked so much, but they're one of the best engines for drifting because they just love high RPM. So if you build one right and you put a nice turbo setup on there that's really nice and responsive, you only need like 200 kilowatts really to have a really nice drift car. I mean, really you only need 150, 160 kilowatts to really enjoy drifting. But this is going to be a little bit of an experimental build. I haven't done forged internals, but I did do like, you know, ARP head studs and main studs and conrod, all that other stuff, like all the studs and stuff were ARP forged. I made sure we've got new pistons, new rings for the pistons. We went with all factory conrods, crank, and pistons because I want to see how much I can get out of a factory motor and push it to its limits with just, you know, the basic things like ARP head studs, chromatic gaskets, and, you know, metal gasket and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting. That'll be like a nice experiment that I'll be doing. This isn't actually the head that's on here. This is just on here for testing the mounting position and stuff of this 26 because we've got some just like lining things up, making sure everything fits. Because my head's currently in the shop getting worked on, as I said, where the camshafts sit. It either needs to be rebored or anyways, they're trying to get it so that the cams will freely spin again. If they don't, we'll line bore it and then we'll move on from there and we'll get this engine finished off so that it can go. Obviously, also, this is not the intake manifold I will be running. Yes, I will be running everything from the throttle bodies back, but we're going to be running one of our Otaku Garage RB26 intakes, which is over here. One of the first prototypes we did is this one here. All billet CNC again. The inlets here that connect to the ITBs are all billet, and they're like a trumpet style. So I don't know if you can see, but they're kind of like flanged and come out curved and stuff, so they come into like a little trumpet. And I don't know if you can see in this. Let's see if we can get some more light coming in here. I don't know if you can see in here, but that's what the internals look like, and they're nicely trumpeted out and stuff so that you can get really nice airflow into those ITBs. And yeah, this is one of the first prototypes, so there's a lot of things that have been changed compared to this one with the new ones that we've been selling and sending to customers. For instance, the first thing is you can see here that this is just way too small. So we fixed that, and that comes out to about here now. Anyways, so yeah, there's some fun stuff. We'll cut that off and we'll do some work with that later. That's a 25 we've been doing testing with and mounting up with our brackets and all that stuff for the ITBs, the RB26 intakes and stuff on that. But yeah, there's lots of stuff going on here always. And I mean, like, the garage is kind of in transition period right now. We're going to be putting in all these new hoists and just heaps of other stuff happening. So yeah, everything's a little bit crazy right now, unfortunately. All right, so I just got home And the car's all looking nice and clean now. All the wheels clean-ish, or the cleanest I could get them with what I had. Car's driving really well, so it's going to do really nicely on Thursday for drifts, and Friday night hopefully we'll make it to Friday night. These wheels, they do scrub quite a fair bit. They are a little bit wider on the front than the other ones, so they do have a bit of an issue there with scrubbing. I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep them or not, but that's that. And yeah, that's my day for today. I don't think I'm doing anything else. I might go hang out with Sam and play some Xbox later after tonight, but I have some videos to edit for some freelance work that I'm doing. Otherwise, that's it. So make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and tell me in the comment sections what you guys think, or something else you want me to talk about or show you more about from this episode, and I'll make sure that happens. But for now, Ciao matane, see you next time.